Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. We have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through Play Store. Once you have downloaded the application, you will be able to easily log in using your Gmail ID. Once you have logged in, you will be redirected to this page where you will be getting this UI and there will be option for home, all courses, my courses and doubt section. On this application, you will be getting multiple PDFs, multiple content on daily basis that will be enhancing your learning. Our first segment is daily current affairs. We make sure to provide you current affairs on daily basis in both English as well as in Hindi content. The PDFs for the same are uploaded on our application, and apart from this, we also make sure to provide you with quizzes that will help you to revise the content after you have gone through the PDF. Next comes our weekly content. The content is also provided in both English as well as in Hindi, and here we also make sure to provide you quiz also of that past week's current affairs that will be enhancing your learning, as it is a compilation of the important topics, important MCQ questions for the last week. Similar for the monthly, the PDFs are very important. They provide you insights of various topics, as well as we also make sure to provide you the quiz of monthly questions that are very important for learning. Next, we also provide you with important PIB articles on daily basis so that you can go through these articles and have an insight about that particular topic. Not just this, we also make sure to provide you important events that are happening globally and make sure to give you the right analysis. One of the most important segment of our application is that we make sure to provide you with the correct exam analysis. When you are having exam, we make sure to provide you with previous year questions so that the student can go through the exam pattern and the syllabus and can prepare the exam accordingly based on the pattern. After the exam, we also make sure to provide you with the exam analysis. Then for the students who are preparing for state exams, they will be also beneficial here, as we will make sure to provide with state-wise current affairs for them. Apart from this, we also make sure to cover the topic-wise current affairs such as your national affairs, government schemes, international affairs, banking and finance, economy and businesses, as these are the topics from which the examiner definitely asks the question, and these are covered on the monthly basis. So friends, do check our application. It will be a one-stop solution for learning. Apart from this, friends, Careers Cloud is hiring. We are looking for candidates for subject matter experts in quants, reasoning and English, and also we are looking for a content creator for current affairs topic on daily basis, weekly basis and monthly basis. There is also an opening for a person who can translate the English content into Hindi. If you want to apply, you can scan the code here for further details, or you can go to the description and click the link below. These positions are available both in full-time and freelance for serious candidates. Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for 23rd of March. Let's start. First question is, which organization was granted Mini Ratna Category 1 status by Ministry of Power? It is Grid India. What does Grid India stands for? Grid Controller of India Limited. Right? They have been designated as the Mini Ratna Category 1 CPSE by the Ministry of Power. Right? And remember, Grid India, this was earlier known as, formerly known as POSCO also. POSCO, that is, sorry, POSOCO. POSOCO. Correct? That is Power System Operation Corporation India Limited. This Grid India, this was established in 2009, and it looks over the overseas operations of Indian power system. Right? Then remember, if we talk about the key points here, as we just saw, established in 2009, and Grid India oversees the seamless operations of the Indian power system. It manages the All India Synchronous Grid, one of the world's largest and most complex power systems, through 5 regional load dispatch centers and national load dispatch center. But the important thing you need to remember is the criteria granted for the, or criteria that is for the grant of Navratna status, right? So this Mini Ratna Category 1 and Schedule A CPSEs which have obtained the excellent or very good rating under the MOU system in 3 of the last 5 years and have composite score of 60 or above in the 6 selected performance parameters that are, these are the parameters, that they have a net profit to net worth of 25, right? Then manpower cost to total cost, production services, profit before depreciation, profit before interest, tax revenue, earning per share, and so on, right? Then apart from this, if we talk about the criteria for Maharatna status, they must hold a Navratna status, means these categories must be fulfilled. Then listed on an Indian stock exchange with a minimum prescribed public share under the SEBI regulation. Then average annual turnover of more than 25,000 crore rupees during the last 3 years. They should have an average annual net worth of more than 15,000 crore rupees during the last 3 years. Then average annual net profit after tax of more than 5,000 crore rupees during the last 3 years. So these are the criteria that you need to remember. Next, which ministry issued guidelines to set up green hydrogen hubs in India? It is MNRE, that is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. They have notified the scheme, or they have notified the guidelines for establishing a green hydrogen hub in under the National Green Hydrogen Mission. And as we know that green hydrogen, this is a cleaner fuel, and on burning it releases H2O in the form of vapors, right? Then the scheme will offer support to develop core infrastructure at hydrogen hubs for the common services, and 200 crore rupees has been allocated for financial year 56 for the same, right? And remember, here the funding will be done in various stages, and 200 crore rupees we just saw will be projected here, will be given to set up the infrastructure for green hydrogen hubs in India. Correct? Next, if we talk about National Green Hydrogen Mission, this National Green Hydrogen Mission was launched in 2023 in the month of January in order to promote the production of green hydrogen in India. Moving on, CAG, that is Comptroller and Auditor General of India, they have signed an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with which IIT on artificial intelligence. So CAG, they recently signed a Memorandum of Understanding with IIT Delhi, right? This MOU was with IIT Delhi, and it was on artificial intelligence. It was to promote artificial intelligence. And recently we have seen Devin. Devin is an AI software developer, correct? That means this software can use AI, or uses AI to make software from scratch just using the prompt. All the debugging and all the error control, all the documentation, all the writing of code will be done by Devin itself. And remember, this Devin is made by Cognition Labs, right? Cognition Labs made this software Devin. Next, here you can see CAG, they signed an MOU with IIT Delhi on AI, correct? And this MOU was signed in the presence of CAG, that is Comptroller and Auditor General of India, Girish Chandra Murmu. Moving on, next is RBI has issued omnibus framework for recognizing SROs for regulated entities. I repeat, RBI, they finalized the omnibus framework for recognizing self-regulatory organizations for regulated entities of RBI. The framework sets general standards like objectives, responsibilities, eligibility, governance, and application procedures for all recognized SROs by RBI. Right, if we look at this, here remember there are some of the highlights from the framework. SROs have to submit annual report to RBI within 3 months of completion of the accounting year. The SRO, which will be structured as a not-for-profit company registered under Section 8 of the Companies Act of 2013, will also submit periodic ad hoc returns as may be prescribed by RBI. RBI, if necessary, inspects the books of SRO or arrange to have the books inspected by an audit firm, that is by the third party. And RBI can also revoke the recognition granted to an SRO if it's functioning to be detrimental to public interest or any other stakeholder. Now friends, recently your SBI Clerk main exam was held. We have collected some stats over it, and let me show you why I say that AffairsCloud is one of the best top solution for current affairs. For the first shift and second shift, there were 46 and 43 questions collected respectively for 25th of Feb. Here we will be seeing that 41 questions and 38 questions respectively were covered by us in our course that we provide you. 27 and 23 questions respectively were covered in the applications quiz that I ask you to do on daily basis in your mobile application. Then 22 and 19 questions were from the pocket PDF that is provided to you in our course, and 17 and 17 questions respectively were from the monthly exam PDF that we do, and also from the video of monthly and weekly that we are doing on YouTube channel. So that is the reason I say that we are the one-stop solution for general awareness and current affairs that helps you in your preparation. For the in-depth questions that are deeply asked, 19 questions and 24 questions were respectively covered for in-depth questions, and number of in-depth covers were 15 and 21 respectively. Then the total covered in our applications were 9 and 10. So that is the reason I asked you that you should definitely take our course, because they will be very beneficial in your preparation. On daily basis, we provide you daily scoop PDF, daily current affair quiz, daily current affair and question answers quiz, right? Apart from this PDF, we also teach you on YouTube channel that is very beneficial in your learning for revision perspective also. Similarly, for weekly, top 60 quiz, CA content in PDF, and weekly overall question and answer PDF is also provided to you. And similarly for monthly also, top 100 question and answer PDF is provided to you in our mobile application. Monthly current affairs pocket PDF, monthly current affairs study PDF exam PDF, and various banking and economy related questions PDF is also provided on monthly basis on our application. And for that you have to look at our course that we just mentioned. If we look at some of the month-wise stats, like on monthly basis, what are the questions that were asked, and we have covered those questions. So the total number of questions were 38 and 35 respectively for 25th of Feb for shift 1 and shift 2. And here we can see that for Feb month of 24, 2 questions and 4 questions were asked. From the Jan month, 16 and 18 questions respectively were asked. From December, 5 and 2 questions were asked. And for September to November, we saw that 8 and 5 questions were asked respectively. And from Jan to August 2023, that is for the last year, we saw 7 and 6 questions were covered. And let me tell you friends, all these questions were covered by us either on our mobile application or on our YouTube channel, where we provide you a detailed analysis of all the questions, all the content that is happening all around the world. Not just this, if we focus on static banking and GK stats, the total question asked were 8 and 8 respectively for first and second shift. Static banking question asked were 5 and 7. Static banking question answers that were covered by us were 5 and 6 respectively. Just a question short for the second shift, but we'll make sure to cover that in next time. Static GK question asked were 3 and 1 respectively, and static GK questions for the first shift were covered all, but for second shift a question was left, but I make sure to cover that question also the next time, and so that there is nothing left when you are attempting your exam. I make sure that all my students who study and who watch my videos, who are taking these courses, who are studying from these PDFs, should not leave a stone unturned, and they should attempt all the questions that are being asked in your exam. Next, which bank has announced $250 million lending support for startups and new economy companies? It is DBS Bank. Right, DBS Bank India, they have announced a $250 million lending support for the startups and new India companies. Right, that means this bank, DBS Bank, they have announced this $250 million commitment so that they can help the startups and new companies from India that focuses on entrepreneurship, that focuses on technology innovation, right, to help them grow. Here, DBS Bank India, they will offer holistic support through advanced digital expertise, also through connection, through ecosystem partnerships, right, such as your managing your operations, right, to help them grow their larger business, and also to come up with new audience or to new marketing audience for them, and so on. Right, then if we talk about DBS Bank, who is the managing director and chief executive officer here? Surojit Shom. Headquarter is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established in 1994. Moving on. Next, here you can see holistic support and exclusive benefits by DBS Bank. They will offer holistic support through advanced digital expertise, Asian connectivity, ecosystem partnerships. They will offer extend beyond banking to streamline operations, manage logistics, access larger business networks, and DBS aims to become a trusted partner supporting startups across sectors throughout their business lifecycle, and so on. Next is SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited. They collaborated with which company to launch a Titan SBI card? So SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited, they collaborated with Titan Corporation Limited or Titan Company Limited to introduce a co-branded card, that is Titan SBI card. Titan SBI card. Right, and RBI, Apart from this, remember, make sure this is important, right? So this is SBI Cards and Payment, not RBI. This is SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited that has collaborated with Titan Company Limited to launch this. Correct? Next is how much monetary penalty was imposed on DCB Bank for rule violation. So recently RBI has imposed monetary penalty on two banks, that is TMB, that is Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, and your DCB Bank. On DCB Bank, the monetary penalty was 63 lakh 60,000 rupees, and on TMB, that is Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, the penalty was 1 crore 31 lakh 80,000 rupees. Correct? So both of the penalty, remember. Moving on. Next is MCX and GFX. What is MCX? Multi Commodity Exchange. I repeat, the Multi Commodity Exchange of India, MCX, and Jakarta Futures Exchange, GFX. Right? They recently together entered into an MOU for collaboration in key areas such as knowledge sharing, research, education, training awareness creation, and market development initiative. This MOU will contribute to the advancement of both the marketplaces, right? And here MCX and GFX, they formalized this MOU on 26th of Feb. This was at the MCX headquarter, that is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Right? If we talk about MCX, MCX is India's first listed national level electronic exchange and leading exchange in the commodity derivatives market segment. I repeat, MCX, this is the India's first listed national level electronic exchange and leading exchange in the commodity derivatives market segment. And GFX is the first futures exchange in Indonesia. First futures exchange in Indonesia. Correct? Take a note of this. Moving on. Who has been selected for Saraswati Samman 2023? So, very famous poet and author Prabha Verma has been selected for Saraswati Samman 2023. Correct? And this was for his poetic work. What is the name of his poet? That is Rudra Sathvikam. Right? Rudra Sathvikam. For this poem of Prabha Verma, he was honored with Saraswati Samman 2023, as you can see in the picture. Right? Moving on. Next is appointment and resignation. Who has been elected as the chairman of IBA? So, Matam Venkata Rao. Let me show you in the picture. Matam Venkata Rao, right? He is the Chief Executive Officer and MD of Central Bank of India and was elected as the chairman of the Indian Banks Association for the term 23 to 24. He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Atul Kumar Goyal. Right? And Atul Kumar Goyal is the MD and CEO of Punjab National Bank, who served as the chairman of IBA from 2022 to 2023. Correct? Then if we talk about IBA, who is the chairman? We just saw Matam Venkata Rao sir in the picture. Then where is the headquarter? Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established in 1946. Next, Kiran Rijiju took the additional charge as the Union Minister of Food Processing Industries. As you can see him in the picture, right? Kiran Rijiju, right? He was given the additional charge of the Ministry of Food Processing Industries following the resignation of Pashupati Kumar Paras. Right? Take a note of this. Next is Muhammad Mustafa. Muhammad Mustafa was named as the Prime Minister of Palestinian Authority. I repeat, Muhammad Mustafa, right? He has been named as the Prime Minister of Palestinian Authority. He succeeded whom? He succeeded Muhammad Satya. Right? Muhammad Satya. Next is Prabowo Subianto, elected as the new president of Indonesia. So who has been appointed as the new president of Indonesia? Prabowo Subianto, as you can see him in the picture. And he will replace whom? He will be replacing Joko Widodo. Moving on. Next is HDFC Bank closes $1.15 billion stake sale in education finance arm HDFC Credilia. This HDFC Credilia, what does it do is this provides education loans, right? So coming back, HDFC Bank, they have closed $1.15 billion stake sale in education finance arm, that is HDFC Credilia. Who is the Chief Executive Officer of HDFC Bank? Shashidhar Jagdishan. Next is CSIR's arm NIIST. They have signed an MOU with VSSC to scale up the advanced materials for space mission. I repeat, CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, and its arm NIIST is your National Institute for Interdisciplinary Science and Technology. They signed a memorandum of understanding with Vikram Sarabhai Space Center to scale up the research and delivery of strategically advanced materials for India's space program. Right? This research will cover areas under the agreement such as your smart coating, hydrogen gas storage, materials for electronic and magnetic applications, and so on. Next is sports. Yes Bank, they have partnered with IOA for Paris Olympics 2024, named official banking partner for Team India. I repeat, Yes Bank, they partnered with IOA, Indian Olympic Association, and has been named as the official banking partner for Team India for the upcoming Paris Olympics 2024. Right, that is scheduled to take place from 26th July to 11th of August in Paris, France. This collaboration was announced during an event at Yes Bank's headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So take a note of this. Yes Bank, they have partnered with IOA, that is Indian Olympic Association, for Paris Olympic Games 2024. Right, take a note of this. And this will be the official banking partner for the Team India. And there is a campaign that you can remember for Yes Bank for this for this Olympic Games, that is Milkar Jitayenge. That is Milkar Jitayenge. Next, World Poetry Day. It is observed on 21st of March, right? And it is to support the linguistic diversity through poetic expressions across culture and languages. This year in 2024, we observed 25th edition of World Poetry Day, and there is a theme for the World Poetry Day that you need to remember: standing on the shoulders of giant. That is standing on the shoulders of giants. Next, World Down Syndrome Day, observed on 21st of March, and it is to raise public awareness of Down syndrome and advocate for the rights, inclusions, and well-being of the peoples with Down syndrome. And in 2024, it was the 13th edition of the World Down Syndrome Day that was observed. Then there is this theme that you need to remember, and the stereotypes. This is the theme for the World Down Syndrome Day. First ever day was observed in the year 2012, as it is the 13th edition of this World Down Syndrome Day that we observed in 2024. These were your important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's move to some one-liner revision. Grid India granted Mini Ratna Category 1 status by Ministry of Power. MNRE issued guidelines to set up green hydrogen hubs in India. CAG signed MOU with IIT Delhi for artificial intelligence. RBI issues omnibus framework for recognizing SROs for regulated entities. DBS Bank India announced $250 million lending support for startups and new economy companies. SBI Card and Titan launched together Titan SBI Card. RBI imposed monetary penalty on TMB and DCB Bank for rule violation. MCX and GFX inked an MOU for knowledge sharing and regional development. Noted poet and author Pranab Verma selected for Saraswati Samman 2023. Matam Venkata Rao elected as chairman of IBA for 23-24. Kiran Rijiju took additional charge as Union Minister for Food Processing Industries. Mohammad Mustafa named as the Prime Minister of Palestinian Authority. Prabowo Subianto elected as the new President of Indonesia. HDFC Bank closes $1.15 billion stake in education finance arm HDFC Credilia. CSIR NIIST signed an MOU with VSSC to scale up advanced materials for space missions. Yes Bank partnered with IOA for Paris Olympics 2024 and has been named as the official banking partner for Team India. World Poetry Day observed on 21st of March. World Down Syndrome Day observed on 21st of March. So these were your important days, friends, important current affairs for the day, friends. Do like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Now let's move to some revision current affairs. In Jan, Felix Antonio Shikedi has been recently re-elected as the president of Dash country for second term. He has been appointed as the or re-elected as the president of Democratic Republic of Congo for the second term, and he is set to sworn in as the president of Congo in on 20th of Jan 2024. Correct. For the first time he was elected in 2019. Next, who has recently become the first women president of European Investment Bank, that is EIB? Nadia Calvino. Correct. She is of Spain and she became the first woman president of European Investment Bank. Correct. This EIB, European Investment Bank, this is the lending arm of European Union, and with this appointment the important thing to remember here is she will become the first president of the European Investment Bank. She will succeed whom? She will be succeeding Werner Hoyer. Werner Hoyer is of Germany. Next, in Jan, Durga Shankar Mishra was reappointed as the Chief Secretary of Dash State for the third term, and the Rajasthan government appointed Dash as Chief Secretary. So, who has been appointed as the Chief Secretary of, or Durga Shankar Mishra has been appointed as the Chief Secretary of Uttar Pradesh, correct, for the third term, and Rajasthan government appointed Sudhansh Pant as their Chief Secretary. So Sudhansh Pant will be the Chief Secretary of Rajasthan government, and Durga Shankar Mishra will be the Chief Secretary of Uttar Pradesh for the third term. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Prime Minister of Republic of Chad? So Sakes Masra. Sakes Masra has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Republic of Chad, and he will replace whom? He will be replacing Saleh Kabzabo. Moving on, Sheikh Mohammed Sabah Al Salam Al Sabah was appointed as the Prime Minister of Kuwait. I repeat, he has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Kuwait. Next, who was recently elected as the President of All India Rubber Industries Association for 23-24? Shashi Kumar Singh. Shashi Kumar Singh has been appointed as the President of All India Rubber Association, that is AIRIA, for 23-24. He will succeed whom? He will succeed Ramesh Kejriwal. He will succeed Ramesh Kejriwal. Who launched digital CCMS portal of NIA? CCMS. What is the CCMS? Criminal Case Management System. Right? This CCMS was recently launched, correct? And it is a platform of NIA, that is National Investigation Agency. Correct question asked is, who launched this CCMS platform? It was launched by Amit Shah, our Home Minister. Next is, how many heritage sites from Madhya Pradesh were included in UNESCO's tentative list? So 6 sites from Madhya Pradesh, or 6 heritage sites of Madhya Pradesh were included in UNESCO's tentative list. Next, India's first integrated oil palm processing unit began operations in which state? So India's first integrated oil palm processing unit began operations in Arunachal Pradesh. Began operations in Arunachal Pradesh, right? Next, India's first indoor athletic center was opened in which state? So Odisha's Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has opened India's first indoor athletics center. Not just this, here remember he has also launched or laid the foundation stone for indoor diving center for swimming pool. Indoor diving center. Right, it was a swimming pool. Next is, which country signed $23.27 million LOC agreement with Exim Bank for aircraft procurement? It is Guyana. Right, Guyana, they have signed $23.27 million line of credit, LOC, correct? And it was with whom? It was with Exim Bank, that is Export and Import Bank of India, and it is for the procurement of aircraft. Which aircraft? That aircraft will be 2 Dornier aircraft. Dornier aircraft, right? These are the surveillance aircrafts. Correct? Take a note of this. Important. And these Dornier aircraft, they will be developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Who received PV Narasimha Rao Memorial Award for Philanthropy? So, Ratan Tata, right? Ratan Tata has received the PV Narasimha Rao Memorial Award for Philanthropy recently. The award presentation took place where location is important, Mumbai, Maharashtra. And remember, this is important because we know Ratan Tata, he is a philanthropic person and his philanthropic initiative has covered diverse sectors such as health, education, rural development, environment sustainability and so on. And now even in Assam, he is aiming to develop the first semiconductor plant of semiconductor manufacturing plant in the northeast India, right? And two will be in Gujarat. So coming back, if we talk about who received PV Narasimha Rao Memorial Award for Philanthropy, Ratan Tata ji. Science and technology. India tested indigenously made 1500 horsepower engine of MBT at BEML Mysore. What is MBT? MBT is your main battle tank. MBT is your main battle tank. So India recently tested the indigenously made 1500 horsepower engine of a main battle tank. It was tested at BEML Limited, right? And this BEML, this the headquarter of this BEML is in Mysore. Where is Mysore? Karnataka. Then this 1500 engine or 1500 horsepower engine, this is a symbol of revolution in military's propulsion technology, right? And apart from this, remember, with this, the engine will also enhance the power of Arjun Mark 1A tanks. Then this engine of this main battle tank, it has a capacity, or we can say this is a cutting edge technology that can even operate in extreme weather such as at minus 40 degrees Celsius or at 55 degrees Celsius in deserts. Next, apart from this, remember, the rocket also carried Tiandu 1 and Tiandu 2. These are the two miniature satellites to conduct the test for the construction of a constellation of data relay and navigation satellites, right? These are the two miniature satellites that was also launched along with Kukiao 2, that is a relay satellite. Next, UK successfully tested the first laser weapon, Dragonfire. As you can see, this Dragonfire, this is a laser weapon, correct? It can aim at a particular coin even after long distance, right? So Minister of Defense of UK, they have successfully tested the first ever laser directed energy weapon that was named Dragonfire, right? And this is used to take down the drones, enemy drones, right? Enemy aircrafts, correct? That are in the region you don't want them to be. If we talk about Dragonfire, Dragonfire is led by DSTL, that is Defense Science and Technology Laboratory, on the behalf of UK's Ministry of Defense, right? And Dragonfire significantly reduces the reliance on expensive ammunition. Each, remember, firing the laser for 10 seconds here cost just 1000 rupees, right? I repeat, 10 seconds of firing of this laser cost approximately almost 1000 rupees. And this Dragonfire will enhance the air defense capabilities for both the army and the navy of UK. Who has recently been appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of NARCL, that is National Asset Reconstruction of India Limited. So, who has been appointed here? P. Santosh. P. Santosh has been appointed as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of NARCL. He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Natarajan Sundar. Next, Ravindra Kumar Tyagi assumed the charge as the chairman and managing director of Dash Company. So, Ravindra Kumar Tyagi assumed the charge as the chairman and managing director of Power Grid Corporation of India. Right? He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Kandikupa Shrikant. He will be succeeding Kandikupa Shrikant. Next, name the personality who has been recently appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of NIIFL, that is National Investment and Infrastructure Fund Limited. Sanjeev Agarwal. Sanjeev Agarwal will be appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of National Investment and Infrastructure Fund Limited. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Executive Director of Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI, for a period of 3 years. So, tell me, Govindyapalli Ram Mohan Rao, right? He will be appointed as the Executive Director of SEBI and that too for a period of 3 years. Next, Sheikh Hasina, President of Awami League and incumbent Prime Minister of Bangladesh, was re-elected as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh for which term? So she was elected as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh for the 5th term. Next, remember she was also honored with Indira Gandhi Peace Prize in 2009, right? Next, name the personality who has recently been appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of Indian Olympic Association. So, Raghuram Iyer, right? Raghuram Iyer has been appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of Indian Olympic Association. Raghuram Iyer. Next, who has recently been nominated as the Chairman of Supreme Court Legal Services Committee? Bhushan Ramakrishnan Gawai, right? Bhushan Ramakrishna Gawai has been nominated as the Chairman of Supreme Court Legal Services Committee. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Secretary to the Railway Board in Indian Railways Management Service Limited Level 16. I repeat, who has been recently appointed as the Secretary to the Railway Board in Indian Railway Management Service Level 16. Aruna Nayyar. Correct? And Aruna Nayyar became the first IRPS officer to be empaneled in IRMS at level 16. Next, who has recently became the first Indian to hold the position of Secretary General of the BIMSTEC? I repeat, first Indian to hold the position of Secretary General of BIMSTEC. Gabriel Attal. Right? I repeat. I correct myself. Indira Mani Pandey. Indira Mani Pandey, she became the first Indian, correct, to took charge. Where was the event for the world's biggest textile event held? This biggest textile event is known as Bharat Tex, right? And we have discussed many times that Bharat Tex 24 was inaugurated by whom? It was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now the question asked is about the location, that where was this event, that is the world's biggest textile event Bharat Tex held. So it was held at Bharat Mandapam. Where is Bharat Mandapam? Bharat Mandapam is at Pragati Maidan, that is in New Delhi. Correct? This is first venue. Second venue, remember, Yashobhumi. Right? Yashobhumi. So these are the two venues that you need to remember, but the first and important one is Bharat Mandapam and second is Yashobhumi. These are the two India's largest exhibition center where the event for this Bharat Tex took place. Then this Bharat Tex, what is this? As the name suggests, text, it is a textile event, right? In order to grow India's textile sector, in order to bring more development in the textile sector, to set up more industries, to set up more manufacturing plants, to come up with new technologies that will be helping the textile sector to grow, this event was held. Then this Bharat Tex was inspired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 5F vision. This 5F is farm to fiber to factory to fashion to foreign, right? Let me show you. Farm to fiber to factory to fashion to foreign, and this is based on, this is 5F vision of Prime Minister. Next is, who launched credit assistance program for Jan Aushadhi Kendras? So Mansukh Mandviya, our Union Minister Mansukh Mandviya for Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers has launched this assistance program for Jan Aushadhi Kendras, correct? And they have inaugurated this credit assistance program. This is for SIDBI, correct, for Jan Aushadhi Kendras, and the event for this was held at New Delhi. What is the aim of this credit assistance schemes, right? For Jan Aushadhi Kendras to grow, right, to flourish, they need some investment, right? So they will be requiring some amount of money so that they can grow. For this credit assistance will be provided by which bank partnered with EaseMyTrip to launch co-branded travel credit card? So it is Punjab National Bank and EaseMyTrip, right? These are the two organization, bank, correct? So they have partnered together to launch a co-branded travel credit card that will be named as PNB EMT credit card, correct? This is a co-branded travel credit card that will be very beneficial for travel, correct? and this card is available for an annual membership fee of 2000 rupees and can be globally accessed across 100 countries. If we talk about PNB, Atul Kumar Goyal is the chairman, is the managing director and CEO. Headquarters is in New Delhi. 1894 this was established. If we talk about EaseMyTrip, Nishant Pitti is the co-founder and CEO, and it was founded in 2008 and headquarters is in New Delhi. Next, which bank offers light saving account with lifetime zero balance future? Not future, feature. Right? So which is that bank? It is Bank of Baroda. They have launched a lifetime zero balance saving account that will be called Bob Light Saving Account, and this account will offer a lifetime free Rupee Platinum credit card or debit card for the customers who maintain a nominal quarterly average balance. Right here, the quarterly average balance will be for 300 rupees or 3000 rupees for metro or urban areas, 2000 rupees for semi-urban areas, and 1000 rupees for rural branches. Then if we talk about Bank of Baroda, who is the managing director and chief executive officer here? Devadatt Chand. Headquarter of Bank of Baroda is in Gujarat and it was established in 1908. If we talk about RBL Bank, then remember RBL Bank MD and CEO is R. Subramaniam Kumar. Headquarter is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. One thing you need to remember about RBL card is that RBL card has offered Go Saving account with zero balance feature, right? Next is India's first underwater metro is located where? Important question, friends. Where is India's first underwater metro located? So India's first underwater metro is in Kolkata. Kolkata, West Bengal. If it is asked, it is an underwater metro, then it is under which river? So it is under Hooghly River, right? And it spans over 16.6 kilometer in length. And where is it? It is in Kolkata, West Bengal. India's first underwater metro. Next is our homework section. First, the government has decided to impose an anti-dumping duty on cast aluminium alloy wheels for which country? Second, Leo Varadkar, who recently announced his resignation, was the Prime Minister of which country? Third, where was the third edition of the Northeast Games 2024 started? Fourth, where was the fourth Shanghai Corporation Organization Startup Forum organized? That is the fourth SEO Startup Forum held. Fifth, which day is celebrated as International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination every year? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.